Hello, Witchfolk. I'm Kristin.
And I'm Evangeline.
And we are Angels on Broomsticks. We're a mother-daughter duo, and we like to play with makeup and sometimes dabble in witchcraft.
So today, what we're going to be doing is a more complexion-heavy, detailed look. We've had a lot of questions about why there's so many layers. What do all those layers do? So we're going to go through that in depth with you, pair it with a very simple eye and a bold lip. So if you're interested in seeing how we made this look, keep on watching.
I feel like we're, seeing us, like, we're such a weird little team.
We're a weird little team.
Like, we're just, like, recognizable now.
Okay, are you feeling ready?
Yeah, are we starting?
We're starting.
Okay.
So, we are going to go into a very detailed base.
Yes, because I've been asked why I wear so many layers like lasagna.
Yeah.
But like every layer is important, so we'll explain why.
Yep.
And so what we did was before we put on our moisturizer, because it takes a little while to dry, because sometimes if you put your base on when your skin is still wet from the moisturizer, it does that pilly thing. We put on sunscreen. And we
always
sunscreen. Even in the winter. Then we're gonna now go into our complexion. So I am gonna prime.
I'm gonna prime too. Not with a traditional primer. There's all kinds of primers. You can do like a moisturizing one, a mattifying one, a pore filling one. I'm gonna just kind of make a dewy base with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. So that's gonna shine through the foundation and get a glowy glow happening.
And I'm going to do the e.l.f. pore filling primer, which is like a dupe for the really expensive Tatcha one from Sephora, but this one's at the drugstore. And I realized mistakes I have made using a product like this is using too much. So what I do is, here's the product. I just tap, just a swirl, and then I just tap it into where I have all my pores that are porific. It's like a spackle, like when you're painting a wall. Pores are okay, but, sometimes they can get unruly, if you know what I mean. I remember when you were a baby, I used to watch a show in the mornings. I think it was Deanie Petty, and she had this lady on who was like a skincare makeup artist, and she used to always say, "Pores are not doors. They don't open and close." And I've always thought of that, but I actually do think pores actually expand. And
doors.
They're like little portals to the little villages inside your face. Like
they
Horton hears who.
Oh my God. What a visual.
But they do, sometimes they look bigger than others. Some pores are bigger than others.
Some pores are bigger than others' mothers.
Okay.
Are you spackled up?
I spackled.
Okay.
And it feels a little tacky, and that's good. It grips, so it's going to be gripping. Foundation, which we're going to use from The Ordinary.
This foundation, I think it's like $7 Canadian.
$7.
I think this is a great dupe for my Nars Sugar Glow, which I like is my holy grail, but that's $60. And it's the same amount of product.
So we discovered this we're in Toronto. We went to a place called the Distillery District, which is a really cute area of town to shop. And there's a store called Deciem, which I believe if you go on the deciem.com website, which we are going to link down below. We're going to link everything we use down below.
Yes. It's
a real experience to shop there because they have The Ordinary, they have some other products, really affordable, and it's like
insanely affordable.
Anyway, I put it on the back of my hand first.
Yes, same.
Squirt.
And then go in with a brush. It says it's full coverage, and I do find you can build up to a full coverage, but it's also, you could like shear this out very easily. I don't know, I just don't have any problems with this foundation. I find it so easy to use.
It really is like my tried and true favorite. And plus you can get I don't know what color I am.
Yeah.
Well, buy them all. They're only $7.
So you can mix and match, and I've got a bit of a paler shade on. It's fall. I'm anticipating my skin getting paler and paler, so But in the summer, just stock up on some bronzier shades. So I avoid the eye area.
Me too.
We
learned that.
We want to color correct and put a concealer that's going to be more friendly for eyeshadow, or use an eyeshadow primer.
I'm just using my mysterious brush that I got in a box, the Charm. It's very dense. I have another one like that, and I just got it at the drugstore from Quo. It's got the dense side. I like this too, but I washed my brushes yesterday, which might have been a mistake.
Mistake? Why?
Well, because for Tay.
They're kind of damp.
A little bit, so I decided to use this one, even though I don't know what it is.
Wash your brushes, kids.
Wash your complexion brushes more often,
do.
and your eyeshadow brushes, you can just use a switch.
Yeah. So here's the time for the color correcting portion of the evening. I just have this little tiny sample Dior concealer, and because it's only going a tiny little bit under my eyes, I anticipate this little sample size is going to last for a while. It's a bit darker, it's peachier, and it's going to correct the purpley blueness that is under there. How about you?
I don't have purpley blue.
No, she does nothing.
I'm going to just do concealer, and I'm going to use the Nars one, right?
Yes, we'll both be using the Nars Soft Matte. This is iconic. This is the concealer you need to have.
It's mask friendly because it's not, slippery or too dewy like the Glossier one. You can use it as an eyeshadow primer as well because your little eye sweat won't protrude through because it's matte enough for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. And mine is in the color
Madeleine. I was thinking about that today as I typed up our description box and typed Madeleine. I'm like, that's such a pretty name.
I know it is, isn't
Madeleine.
it? So I use how my little technique that I like.
Use a brush.
I have a brush, a two-sided brush. Two-sided brushes are terrible because you can't put them in your little bin. But I actually store mine in from Canadian Tire, a fishing tackle box. So I store mine flat. I like that because that way they can dry. So, and then I use the fatter side to just buff it out.
My eyes are nice and concealed, brightened, mostly ready for eyeshadow. I will put a bit of setting powder on top, but I'm going to correct any little bit of redness I might have, but honestly that foundation really tackled a lot of it. I just put extra around my nose. Who doesn't have redness there?
Yes.
Yeah, because I gave it to you from being born, from your body.
I'm never going to let you forget that.
No, never.
Never.
I gave her a broken blood vessel.
One really big, giant broken blood.
I have a broken blood vessel from when I was in grade 1, and it was just
true.
I hate it.
I'm going to prime my eyes while I'm here. Just a tiny schmear.
Yeah, so I'm going to take that Nars Soft Matte again and put a little bit of brightness just on the cheekbone.
Yeah, so do you find when you wear a mask, aside from the fact that the steam
Condensation.
like right around here is where, and right here for me is where it all goes.
It leaves.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, there's no real fighting the mask transfer situation. But I find around here, I guess at work I talk a lot for work, and then I take it off and on the edges there. But the makeup holds up pretty well despite the mess left behind on the mask, I must say. Eyebrow time.
I'm gonna soap brow. When I wash my brushes, I wash this too, this spoolie. It was so scary. I thought it was dead, but it wasn't. It was just all the soap gunk.
Oh, of course, right.
And I didn't even really need soap to wash it. Okay, so
soap.
Hair soap. Going to spritz it with the setting spray. Grab some on the spoolie, and then comb away.
I've been doing the soap brows too lately, but I do it after I fill in my brows.
Yeah, that's
Whereas
a good idea.
You do it you fill in your brows after.
I don't even like filling in my brows.
No.
No.
I do it to just add a bit of warmth to them to match my hair a little bit more. And there's not that much eyebrow happening, to be honest.
What do you mean?
My eyebrows are just me.
Man.
They're just there, living their life.
Mine are very active. They're active seniors almost.
Do they get discounts at Shoppers Drug Mart?
I wish.
Okay, so now I'm going in with Benefit Give Me Brow. After I filled in the little sparse bits, warmed it up,
I am going to fill in a sparse.
Yeah, warm up the actual eyebrow hairs themselves. This is a really easy product if you're new to brows. I really recommend it. Or if you just like a low maintenance brow.
What are the trend in eyebrows, you think? Since everybody's wearing masks and the eyes are the...
No, there is this weird trend of sticking your eyebrow hairs up.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks good in like editorial photography, but I don't know about an everyday situation.
I like a couple of them up. Like starting up there and then it kind of relaxes. But I know some people go, they're up all the way, you know, like caterpillar hairs.
I noticed 90s styles very much coming in. I wonder if we're going to go back to the skinny, overplucked brows at some point.
No.
We
work so hard to grow out our eyebrows.
I feel bad for all the people who overplucked them back when that was the style and now the new style.
Oh no. But, no, haha. That's what microblading is for, I believe. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to set my face a little bit with the Hourglass translucent setting powder.
Okay. I'm going to do the same. I got Kat Von D or KVD. I shouldn't really say which it is because I don't know. Because it's a different company now. It's
it is?
Yeah.
Oh, because of all the drama?
Drama. Well, she sold her company. Doesn't
I
matter.
didn't know
It's the
that.
same.
Okay.
It's all
Yeah.
good.
It's all good.
I don't judge.
So I don't set my whole face. I just set the eye area to prep for eyeshadow and right under the eyes.
I just made a mess. I just do the middle. I just do the T-zone.
Yeah.
And then
Right
chin.
here. Chin.
And then,
Chin.
as weird as this looks, I just whoop it away. And look at what I did. Look at the brush that I washed. It looks like Klaus's tail. My dog Klaus.
Oh no, there's powder all here too.
Get it.
So that's the base. The basey base. And now we're going to be ready for bronzer. Maybe a bit of contour, I think I might do. Very, very subtle contour.
I'm not doing any contour.
Bronzer.
Bronzer.
Why bronze? For those of you who may not know.
You have a physician's formula.
Yeah, I have a physician's formula.
I didn't know that.
This one's just the Mineral Wear Airbrushing Bronzer.
Mine is the...
It's a light one.
I do have the physician's formula, and it's the butter bronzer. I don't know which color. I can't see anything. I can't see. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. Honestly, bronzer is what got me into makeup. I watched this tutorial. It just came up on my YouTube by Alana Rama. And it was just her video about creating a really nice complexion, looking super glowy. And I never really understood what bronzer was for. And then I watched her put it on. I'm like, wow. So it gives you that sun-kissed look. It gives a bit of structure to the face. You can contour with it. You can use it on your eyelids. It just really adds such dimension.
Yeah, it adds warmth, like especially in winter when you're
sickly pale. So just brushing it like on the cheekbone, not on the top, on it.
On it. Me too, I think. I did that.
And then the temples.
And like where the sun can hear from you. You have bangs, so it doesn't
matter. Really matter. And under the chin a little.
Because the sun goes there when you're like praying.
More just to add some dimension again. So this is the part where I'm going to add just a very, very subtle contour. I'm not a contour expert queen. This is the Kevin O'Quan Contour Duo. It's the sculpting powder in medium. I take the same brush, which has some warmth into it, dip it into this more cool toned contour shade, and just put it in that hollow, just under the cheekbone. It's super subtle. You may not even see it, but in photos, I find it shows up and helps to add some structure.
I'll watch you do that.
On my
I'm not
jaw,
doing it.
because I don't have much of a jaw. It's okay.
I want to do that.
Yeah, just here. I don't drag it out far. I'm too scared. And if there are any harsh lines, I will later blur it out with my blush and everything. So no worries there.
There you go. Jowls. Gone. Jowls be gone.
Okay, blush. Blush.
Blush. Yes, okay. I brought something. What are you going to use?
Patrick Ta.
I'm so jelly.
She's that girl.
I love Patrick Ta.
I'm going to use the cream one. This more, I don't know, raspberry shade.
I brought my Natasha Denona.
Natasha Denona.
This thing here, Diamond and Blush, it's on sale at Sephora. Kids, go get it. It's a palette. So creams are on top and the powders are on the bottom. I find the blush part, because I used it the other day, here, it's not very pigmented, but when you put this one on top of it, then there she glows.
Sometimes I like to do with my blush, if I'm doing a complexion focus look, bring in the blush in different places on the face to naturalize it, whether that's bringing a bit on the nose, a bit on the chin. We can pretend it's natural.
It doesn't have to be natural.
It doesn't
though.
have to be.
I'm not into natural.
No.
It's overrated. Okay, I'm gonna take Klaus's tail and I'm gonna dip into, I think this one for the highlighter. I'm just gonna put it, in highlight area. It's a big one, right? But oh well.
I just have a little guy, Champagne Pop by Becca. It's like, I think, the most classic highlighting shade there ever was.
Clearly that brush was a mistake. Oh, here, this is a better highlighter brush.
Bring it onto the brow bone, do a C shape. So, just before we move on to eyes, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light. This is basically like, they come in a lot of different colors, all claiming to do different things, whether it's like looking like you're in candlelight or under soft fluorescent light. I don't know what this one's is, but it works well with my skin tone and it just creates a nice blur, a little bit of like dewiness, and gets rid of any lines that might have happened from the other steps. You're gonna go into it too?
I'm gonna try it.
It's just really subtle, but in person I find you can see it. And I kind of more pat it in rather than brush.
Oh, I just brushed it.
That's okay. Okay, super, super basic eye looks today, right? We're using...
Oh, Juvia's Place.
Tell us about Juvia's Place. I don't know much. You've bought from them several times.
Yeah, because it's really inexpensive. They have great colors. You order online. It's available at Ulta, which we don't have yet in Canada. We were supposed to get it in 2020, but pandemic hit. Anyway, so you can order online. They have really great specials. So this came in a trio. There's a pinks. I'm using the Mauves or Mauves.
I'm gonna use the taupes.
Mauve.
Or the taupes.
Taupe?
I don't know. Okay, this is literally just gonna be a two-tone quick eye look. Going into, I think, something a bit more cool tone because the rest is gonna be warmer. This bottom shade here.
I know what I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna just use this color here and build a base and then just put a shimmer on top.
Yeah, exactly. Just flesh out a bit of a crease because we are going for more of a bold lip.
Yeah, you're in for a treat, people.
So with my crease, sometimes I just keep it sort of round and very much like the shape it already is. But a lot of the time I do bring it out, like out into a bit of a V triangle.
Yeah, I do the cat eye thing. I dig it into the
Crease.
crease part as much as I can. It always ends up, I seem to miss like a wrinkle, but oh well. I'm gonna take a smaller brush, go in again with the same shade, and put it on the lower lash line.
I'm gonna leave my lower lash line blank. Blank.
You are?
Yeah. I do that a lot, especially with a bold lip. I really like a sort of more open eye. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of shimmer on the lid and kind of call it a day, except for mascara.
Too. I'm gonna use my finger for the shimmer. It's so amazing.
Oh, is that what I should use my finger?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. This one here. It's got a green shift.
I was noticing something happening.
It's mauve, but with a green shift. How amazing is that?
Mauve with a green shift. Subtle. In a good way. I like it. Oh yeah, I see the green. Cool.
Let's do it. See what I mean? And just boop, 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 boop.
That's really pretty. I want that. Oh.
There.
Okay.
That's it. Right?
Yeah. I think we should do our mascara before we move on to the like bold lip.
Sure.
What do you feel?
Yeah, we should do our mascara, but not in front of y'all.
Camera?
That's a private
It's a
activity.
private event. Okay, so we did the mascara off camera. I put a little bit of eyeliner in the waterline just to brighten under the eye. Keep it open and wide. I think it really matches with like a bold lip.
I didn't put anything in my waterline because I'm not in grade 9 anymore.
I've seen you put shit in your waterline.
I'm afraid.
You put like a turquoise in your waterline.
I know, but it's scary.
Okay, what are we doing? We're doing our bold
lips.
lips. I'm going pinky fuchsia-y. Ooh, this is Illamasqua.
I'm using a MAC Beano lip liner and I'm going in with a melt color. Can you read it?
Every time. Cherried.
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 You're going to be surprised.
I'm going into Fenty Griselda.
I saw a trick from Chinny of London about doing the shape of your lip, and it's not about the Cupid's bow anymore. You kind of like go over it. So it looks really cool.
I always skip over it. I don't define it. You?
No, I always defined it.
Oh.
I'm not doing it now.
I skip it. This is not... My lips are a bit chapped and this isn't applying as well as I would like.
Here we go, cherried. Okay, here's a trick. Instead of applying it this way, you go backwards to the point so you can...
Oh, I like that idea. So, this is a thing with bolder, darker shades. I very much should have anticipated this and exfoliated my lips beforehand. I don't know if you can tell. The product builds up in little bits. And yeah, it doesn't look that great. So I'm going to exfoliate my lips and I'm going to redo this so it looks smoother. How's yours?
Mine look okay.
Yeah. I'm prone to dry lips. Just dry everything. So I'm going to fix this.
What's with you, youth, and your dryness?
I don't know. It's the environment. Okay. I redid this. And what I did to exfoliate my lips is to take a little bit of honey and brown sugar and just... It's like the same thing as buying any lip scrub that's like $30. That's my tip for you.
Mm-hmm. So this is the look. It's simple. It's pretty easy. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of lasagna layers there, but I mean, every step is worth it, I think.
I think so too. Looks really put together, sophisticated, great with a black turtleneck.
And great for fall.
Yes, super fall-y. So that's it for today. We hope to see you again and hope you like, comment, and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye, witches.